Hey everybody, I figured I'd do this video now because I've gotten a few questions on how I actually get to go see advanced screenings, and it's not 100% special. I don't go as a critic, so I'm not guaranteed a seat or anything like that. This is something that anybody can do. I'm hoping to get to that level where I can be like critic status and go and have a seat for me there, and I don't have to get there too early. But I did want to walk you guys through the process and kind of what the experience is like and how you too can also go see movies for free with a couple of websites I'm going to highlight for you today. Now, there are a number of websites in terms of like how you can do this. Every studio kind of has their own. Amazon has their version. Warner Brothers has one for them. Lionsgate. Everybody's kind of got a version of this, and you'll kind of find yourself signing up for those over time. But I'm going to give you the main two that I started with, and you'll eventually kind of build from there as you watch more advanced screening movies. So the first one that I want to highlight for you guys is advancedscreenings.com. This website is how I started as far as watching free advanced screening movies. With these advanced screenings, you have to go early. Like the movie normally starts around 7:30 in the evening based on your time zone. And you normally want to get there around like 6, sometimes 5:30 if it's a big movie. It really depends on the movie. If it's a mainstream big movie, like anything they do for Deadpool and Wolverine, you're going to want to get there super early. Again, it's free, so people will show up either after work or take work off. It depends. But something that's a little bit smaller or maybe more of an indie flick, those are a little bit easier. You can get there like an hour before, maybe 30 minutes before, and you'll still have a seat because it's not as big of a movie. But with this website, again, a lot of these movies here currently that I'm looking at, some of these don't come out for, a couple of weeks. This one, obviously, Deadpool comes out in about 10 days, 9 days. But that's a big one. So there's not going to be a lot available for that one because they know they're going to make their money. They don't need a whole lot of feedback on this particular movie. Where a movie like The Crow, which has been garnering some odd feedback based on the trailers, they may have one or two showings, like a week or two, or maybe even like the week of the movie's release. That's how it was for me with Twisters. Twisters, obviously that's out now. I was able to see it the Tuesday before it released, me and my wife. And so sometimes you'll have a movie that does an advanced screening the week of its release, so it can get some additional feedback, maybe some blurps of, reviews from people after the film. But what you would normally do here is you would click on one of these items here. You can also put in your zip code if you want to see what's close to you, but I normally just stick to this and I choose a movie based on what I'm hoping to see soon. And then you can see if it's got anything coming up as far as screenings in your city. Right now, again, there's only a few here for Deadpool and Wolverine, but normally you'll see a full list of cities all throughout the country, sometimes in Canada as well. So it's something to be aware of. You can also do a search based on either the movie, your city, or zip code, and it will show you what's available to you. If there's nothing available to you in your area, it will tell you that. Like right now, none of these are available in my area currently. Twisters was the most recent one because that was just earlier this week, but I'm sure there will be some others that pop up here and there. The next website is GoFobo.com. This one is again similar to advanced screenings, but a lot of times if you go to advanced screenings and you choose a movie you want to see here, it will take you to the GoFobo site in order to redeem your tickets. A lot of times what happens is you choose a movie from advanced screening, or advanced screening will send you an email if you have notifications set up, and what will happen is it will take you to the site of whichever studio is hosting that particular screening. So again, that's why I said sometimes you'll get Warner Brothers advanced screenings you have to sign up for. You'll have Lionsgate, you'll have Sony. I've got multiple different ones, even like Amazon. And that's kind of how you more or less build your reach, because now you'll be on those sites signed up, and they'll also send you movies that show up that maybe sometimes may not show up on advanced screenings, or it comes to you before advanced screenings puts it out there. So the timing sometimes can be better depending on which site that you sign up for. GoFobo is pretty simple. You either get started and create a new account, or you log in. And once you're logged in, you can also look for screenings close to your zip code. So you can search that in the box here, but otherwise it will sometimes show what's coming up. It's not always going to be available in your state. That's just the way it is, or even your city. But this does kind of keep you in the know because you'll get notifications from these two websites in particular. As far as the process of doing an advanced screening, once you actually get tickets for an advanced screening, whatever movie that is, and it is first come, first serve. So eventually it does fill up and you'll be put on a wait list. Sometimes you can't go to the movie because you won't get tickets, but if you get them, you got to get there early. Again, like I said, at least an hour before. If it's a big movie, sometimes an hour and a half. If it's an indie film, 30 minutes, 45 minutes is normally okay. That's why I found, at least for my experience, you do want to make sure that you have the ticket on your phone to show to the person who's going to give you like a wristband to show that, one, you're supposed to be there watching the movie. You don't always have to print the ticket or the confirmation unless it says you will not be able to enter without it. But I've had some where it did say that and I just had it on my phone and I was still fine. As long as they say you have the code or the QR code, you're pretty much in. So you'll be okay. But once you do that, you get your tickets. They normally let you in about half an hour before the movie starts. So if it's 7 o'clock showtime, 6:30, they start letting people in. It takes a little bit of time depending on the film. And then you get seated and that's it. But it's first come, first serve. There is no reservation here. If you get up from your seat and there's still people coming in, expect your seat to be gone. If it's just you and you haven't like put a jacket on the chair, or if it's two of you, one of you should go get concessions while the other one stays. It gets a little bit brutal and cutthroat out there sometimes because everybody's there for a free movie, but it is a very fun time. The other part that's really cool is sometimes they'll do giveaways. So they'll give away merch from the movie, or the studio give merch, which is really fun. And most times they'll do it as a giveaway that, you know, you have to post something on Twitter or Instagram. And so that part's kind of cool. It adds to the festivities. Other times they'll just give away free stuff, not a contest. So like shirts. I think my niece got like a Trolls 3 shirt one time. They'll give away little koozies at different movies. Sometimes you can get little tote bags or posters. Posters are pretty common at a lot of these, but there's always something you can come away with merchandise wise if you go see these movies. All in all, that's pretty much it. It's not a whole lot to it. I didn't go into every type of website that you could be a part of. These are the two that I've started with, and it's really done me well. I've been watching free movies since I was living in Detroit, so over 10 plus years ago. I've been doing this for a while and it's fun. And I like to bring people into it with me as well, because it's a fun time and you meet some new people and you get to kind of converse and everybody's there to watch a movie. So it's normally a pretty good experience. And actually, now that I think about it, I've probably had some better experiences going to these free advanced screenings than I have with movies that I've actually paid for. If that's something you think you want to try, let me know. I can go into even more detail on a future video regarding this subject, but it is a lot of fun. If you have tried it, I'm sure you've enjoyed it. If you haven't, give it a try. Try these two websites. The links for these will be in the description below. Thanks for watching. You can also check out the description for information on the equipment that I use to make these videos if you want to look into making YouTube content or just video content, period. I got a lot of good stuff here. So check it out down below. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.